Hey guys, welcome back to Brentford Fan TV. And in this video, we are going to be reviewing the Crystal Palace loss and then previewing the Newcastle game on Sunday. And so we'll start with Crystal Palace, of course.
Yeah,
And how did you see it, Ben?
I thought, yeah, probably quite an even game. I think the first half from us was pretty poor. We didn't really create any chances, and yeah, we did nothing with it. But yeah, we didn't play terribly.
Yeah. Um, I think with that first half, you kind of said it. We didn't really do much with the ball, but it felt like we did look good in periods. Um, but yeah, I feel like we didn't really reach our full heights in this game at all. Um, But yeah, I would also quickly admit, I feel like it was really weird. We were just before recording now, we were like, we hardly remember anything about the game.
No,
I think we've both just cleared it from our memory.
to
But
be fair, I didn't watch the full game.
yeah. But yeah, onto the goals. You know, it's quite disappointing, especially for us of all
Mm,
teams to concede two goals from set pieces in a game.
yeah,
So yeah, the cross, the free kick across the back post, headed across and Meteta won it. I'll give it to him. Good goal. Probably should have done better defensively. The sort of goal that we don't score actually, but
yeah,
yeah. And
well,
then you look at the second goal, the Collins own goal.
quite frustrating.
Yeah, I mean the two best teams in the league at the long throws are Brentford and Crystal Palace, and well, it's just frustrating because we never really concede them at all. So
Yeah, conceding one to especially an own goal.
yeah,
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 it did quite. Yeah, if it was in the other net, that would have been a great header.
yeah,
Um,
exactly. And
yeah,
I think one other thing in that game that sort of frustrated a lot of Brentford fans, especially me, is I felt like we should have had that penalty in the second half. Because the ball went into the box and Van der Berg, he hits it with his foot and it goes into the Crystal Palace's player's hand.
yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, penalty. Referee blows, gives a free kick for a high foot, which is so stupid because there was literally no one near the ball anyway. Like, it wasn't
Yeah,
like he nearly hit someone in the head. No one near the ball, so it shouldn't have been a high foot. And the ball was on target. It was going in. Might have been safe, but the ball was on target. And yeah, that should be a penalty in my opinion.
yeah, I feel like if that's a high foot, how is anyone supposed to score? For example, a bicycle kick.
Yeah. So, yeah, a bit frustrating. I think one of the positives from the game was Reece Nelson looked pretty good off the bench.
Yeah,
He got
good to
that
see him.
he got that shot off which forced a good save out of Henderson. But I think on the subject of Reece Nelson looking good off the bench, we should definitely talk about how Schade just wasn't at it at all. Um, and for a lot of this season, he's really just not been at it, has he?
No, Charles not been high at all. Yeah, and yeah, he's had moments, but he's always been like that. But he hasn't had that same. He wasn't even high level consistency, but he had some consistency. He doesn't seem to have that this season.
No, I mean, it feels like his all-round game just isn't there. Like taking on defenders, beating defenders, his control, dribbling, just feels like it's not there. Definitely not at the standard that we're expecting of one of our wingers. Um, and then it's also frustrating when, like, often in games, he doesn't even get subbed off and Dango Tara gets subbed off
Yeah,
when he's much more of a threat than Jada. So,
yeah, and yeah, Atara at least tries creative things.
yeah. So, yeah. I mean, we'll get onto it later when we do our predicted 11 for the Newcastle game, but I'm really hoping that Reece Nelson will actually be given a start and Sharda gets benched. Because I don't know how much longer Keith Andrews wants to start Sharda
Yeah.
when he's just not contributing to the team. Um, I think, what do you think of Nathan Collins this season? Because, he's become captain, and I thought he started the season okay, but I think in general, we can definitely say his level of performance has dropped this year compared to last season. So how are you seeing him?
I'd say definitely in the last two games, his form's dropped a bit, and I feel like part of that. I don't know. I feel like sometime. No, I felt like near the start of the season he was still good. Like you could feel like he seemed like he had a lot more pressure on him. Like he was a bit shaky in some scenarios and stuff, but he still had general good play. Now I don't know, he's a bit less than that at the minute.
Yeah. I do feel like Collins, like some people are talking about him right now, and I think yeah, he's definitely worse than last season because he was so good last season. But I do think he is still playing to a pretty good standard this season. It's not quite what it was last season. Not quite what you want from your captain, especially when we're used to captains like Norgard, who's always one of he's like pretty much was our best player every time we played, even with Mbeumo and Wissa on the pitch. And you think back to Pontus Jansson, he always led by
Yeah,
example. Think like Tony and Raya both captained a few games, and how good they were. So maybe it's just not quite the same, but I
yeah,
think it's definitely a conversation to have.
yeah. You could even say he's out of his depth, but
Well, he does it for Ireland.
yeah, actually, yeah, I know.
So
But I do feel like Henderson's taking more of that leader role, just naturally.
yeah, I mean, I think we'd be in a lot of trouble without Henderson this season because,
Mm.
just, well, a mixture of his leadership and his quality on the pitch. So honestly, it's a great bit of summer work from Brentford there.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think that's we're really gonna say about the Crystal Palace game because I don't know if it just felt like we couldn't think of anything.
yeah,
Um, I think we just blocked it from memory, potentially.
yeah. Also, yeah, I had to leave early to do some other things. Anyway, moving on to our opponents this week, Newcastle, who are currently in decently good form. Well, no, pretty good form, except one poor game, which I'll let you talk about.
Yeah. So yeah, they've won four of their last five England competitions, but we can't ignore that they did lose to West Ham last week,
Yeah,
and they were very, very bad against West Ham. Um, I mean, of all teams to lose to West Ham, I mean, we battered them.
yeah,
But
they're apparently not doing well at all this
yeah,
season. So,
so after their West Ham game, I'm actually going into our game with a lot of confidence, thinking we can do a very good job against them.
yeah,
Of course, they did play very good against Athletic Bilbao or Athletic
yeah,
Club. Um, but I still think, they could be tired from that for when they play us even. So I'm actually probably quite optimistic going into this
yeah,
Newcastle game. But
yeah,
Newcastle is a team we've always struggled against. We've only beaten them once at home
yes, I remember.
in our four previous seasons, and we haven't got a single win away. But onto that home win from last season.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it was a great game. I remember Thomas Frank changed up the formation quite a lot. It was
yeah,
sort of maybe more of a 4-4-2. We were playing Thiago, Wissa, and Mbeumo and Carvalho in that game, which
yeah.
was,
It was
yeah, and it actually
exciting.
did work.
Yeah, it was an exciting formation to play.
Yeah, I mean,
And yeah, it was good seeing Thiago for his brief spell last season,
yeah,
and it's now even better to see him firing all cylinders.
yeah. I mean, I remember that game. I remember Mbeumo and Wissa both scored really good goals, and then yeah, Collins got the free kick goal, and then Sharda got the one that wrapped up at the end. But yeah, so hopefully we can continue that game from last season. And I remember, from that game last season, in the dressing room, there's a clip of Thomas Frank saying, "Yarmouk, what a player!" And that's before he was even that good for us. Now he's pretty decent for us, and so hopefully Yarmouk,
Yeah,
maybe he'll replicate one of those performances for us.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
But I'm not sure we'd go with the same 4-4-2 we did against them last time because the new manager Keith Andrews. So, yeah,
yeah, I mean, well, both teams are in very different situations, especially
mm,
us. We're so different now,
yeah,
with players and management. So yeah, and also quickly on that Newcastle win in the Champions League against Bilbao. That Dan Burn header,
yeah,
that was insane.
yeah.
I've never seen anyone ever finesse a header. Don't know how he's done it.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Yeah, but it just
But
when I saw it, I just thought I'm getting really excited for the World Cup in the summer because you think we've got Declan Rice in the team. He's brilliant at delivering crosses. You've got Big Dan Burn, put him in the team. Why not chuck Maguire in the team as well?
yeah,
And we'll just do what a lot of teams are doing this season in the Premier League and just win through set pieces. We
yeah,
might have to bring that kind of football to the World Cup because the rest of the world just won't be ready for this English style of football that the Premier League has been showcasing this season.
yeah. But
Um,
yeah, back to the headers is some new development in the football scoring
it's a new update.
new
It's a,
patch.
yeah, so they might need to nerf that before everyone works it
Yeah.
out. Um, but yeah, onto our predicted 11 or the 11 we'd like to see play
Yes, yeah. I'd say
against.
this one's more we'd like to see than prediction.
Yeah. So in goal, well, I'll do the goalkeeper and back line. So we've got Kelleher, Kylie, Collins, Van der Berg, and Ayer. I think the only argument there to make is Ayer. maybe play Keenan Potter or Rico Henry potentially. But I do think Aya has been in good form at left back, even despite the last game. So I would stick with him at left back.
Yes, yes,
Hmm.
I'd agree. And then moving on to the midfield, unchanged Yarmulke, Henderson, and Damsgaard.
I would
Yeah,
make one argument that Jensen
yeah,
might deserve a
yes,
start, maybe over Yarmulke, because I don't think Yarmulke has been too good or up to his best efforts
yeah.
recently. And Jensen, every time he's playing, has been playing pretty well for us off the
He has
bench or in
been.
the cup.
Yes, I'd agree with that.
So I'd say there's an argument to make there, but we've gone with Yarmulke, Henderson, Damsgaard.
Mm. Yeah, and then here's where we've made some changes to our hopeful lineup: is front three of Dango, Thiago, and Nelson, and that would be Reece Nelson being replaced for Sharda.
Yes. I don't know. I feel like I want to see Keith Andrews change it up. You know, bench Sharda after his not so good performances over the season in general. And Nelson, he's looked good. He deserves a chance. I think he's good enough. He's definitely good enough. So yeah, I'd really like to see that front three. And yeah,
Yeah,
now on to our predictions for the game. And I'll go first. And I'm gonna say uh 2-1 to Brentford.
nice. And yeah,
What are you gonna say?
I don't know. I haven't really thought of one yet. Uh, I was thinking something close with one goal in it. So to be different for you, I'll go 3-2 to us.
Nice.
I don't think we score as often as we have in previous seasons, but yeah, I'll be hopeful this time.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.